Big welcome to those joining us on YouTube this afternoon. We've got the 1 versus 3 clash here at Western Suburbs. Apologies for the late start, but we've had plenty of rain in the area over the last couple of days, and just a little slow off the mark this afternoon. But as we hit the 4-minute mark of this first quarter, it is the Giants who have done all the attacking so far, and they lead by 2 points. Should be a great contest this afternoon here at Picken Oval. First time we've been out here this year. As the ball comes out to Sands. Manly obviously dominating the competition, but much anticipation for this contest this afternoon. Work by Washington to get the ball down the ground. Here now with Brain. Pops it over. In the arms of Pashida. Gives it across. Now they've turned it over. West with the ball. Round under pressure on the boundary line. Does well to get around 2. Goes inside. But the kick offline. And it's James Brain with the ball. Decides to go short and has found a player inside 50. In there as the form of Armitage. Armitage quickly passes it on and gets it towards Bunkle. And it'll be Bunkle. He wants to straighten up. Does so now. They've got plenty of options here. Now the Giants. Some very loose checking from Western Suburbs. And eventually it'll be a shot from about 45 out. Right in front of goal. It's a lot closer than that. And the kick will be taken by Braden Fowler. Kicked 8 goals a couple of weeks ago, Fowler, and he's definitely leading the goal scoring. This one's just short of the line. They get a third behind. They now lead by those 3. So the Magpies under a bit of pressure early in this game. Get to really find an avenue to goal. Now comes out looking for Linson. It's over his head. Has to track back. Some good support coming. Now he's under pressure. Stands up in the tackle. The handball a bit too much on it, but not a bad result in the end. And we'll have a boundary throw in. So undefeated Giants of Manly-Warringah. Dominating the competition again this year. Of course, reigning premiers in the AFL Sydney. Western Suburbs have been a team slowly on the improve. Been looking forward to this one. Pops up now. Burke with the handball. A big long kick from Stroud inside 50. Over the head, some good offensive tackling coming from the Giants. They do this so well. And West are under all sorts of pressure. Handball comes out. Fantastic handball, and in the end some good pressure applied, and the kick affected offline. Another behind to the Giants. Hudson with the kick out. Goes short. Doing well at the moment to just repel his attacking forward. Good fly, and over the boundary line. The Giants doing all the attacking so far, unable to put it on the board in the form of goal. 7.5-minute mark. It's time for West to just settle into this game. See what they can find. Could have been in the back. Umpires letting a lot go this afternoon, which is what we like to see. And we'll have a ball up on this near wing. Advice coming. And Burke gets the ball back. The Giants now go backwards to go forwards. Jacob Graham was the target on that occasion. Kosh hit the ball hard, but he's wrapped up in a very good tackle. And we'll have a ball up inside the centre square. That's what the Giants do. They move the ball very, very well. Looking for players in better positions. Under a bit of pressure now. Kosh tries a little chip over it. It's touched off the boot. The umpire didn't see it, paid the mark. Ball of 10 metres as well. And now in the arms of Brain. Now they look for it. Slip over at the crucial stage there. And a little let off for the Magpies. Over the boundary line we go. Again, comes down, well worked at the ground level. Now it's in the arms of Brown. Wants to run. sees an option, goes to it. There's plenty of Giants jumpers around this one. Could have been an illegal handball, that one. Umpires let it go. Stroud got the ball going forward. Plenty of Giants once again. Patterson with the kick inside 50. Looking for Fowler. Milligan-Seville standing him at the moment. That'll be a very good contest. Fowler has done very well, and he's done it again here now. He's had a shot on goal. And once again offline. So some early chances going, begging for Manly-Warringah. And they set up again for another kick out. Just finding trouble to get past that half-back line. At the moment they've got plenty of players forward of the ball. West forced to go backwards. Lemmy. His kick just falls short, but able to get there. Hudson now with the ball. Wants to go backwards. The arm handball just affected. Lemmy again hitting the ball hard. Gets it back to Hudson. Hudson's handball again just doesn't quite hit the target, but Round was good enough. And relieves just a little bit of pressure. But once again, plenty of Giants around this. Graham just bats it forward. Fire it in again, and this one falls nicely in the arms of Tom Pyle. And he set himself for another shot on goal. Tom Pyle with the ball. This for the first of the Giants. Looks good off the boot. They like it. The umpire has a good look at it and steps back, agrees with the masses, and the Giants have got the first on the board. And really, a chance now for Western Suburbs to just reset and work out what they can do. They haven't really been forward of their half forward line so far. As I said earlier on, plenty of rain around in the area this week. We thought we might not make it out here to Picken Oval, but persisted with it, and we've been rewarded with some pretty good weather that's on show at the moment. As we're back in the middle. And once again, the Giants go forward, inside 50, in front of the goal kicker Pyle. Batted forward by Milligan-Seville, so it looks like we have got that matchup of Lemmy on Braden Fowler, and Milligan-Seville is standing Tom Pyle, so it's going to be one to watch. Touted during the week as the best full forward up against the best fullback in the competition, so we're in for something special. In the ruck there, Ericsson for the Magpies. Trying to get it forward. Round is a bit handy early. He's been in amongst everything, just can't seem to find the trigger for his team. Maybe now, as they go down the line. They've got a bit of run now, the Magpies. Can they get one on the board? And just settle into it. Oh, not taken there by McGrath. Good spoil from behind. And the Giants rebound. 2-on-1 contest now. They need to use the numbers. Does very, very well. And a nice show. Gets around. So a little bit of spark from the Magpies. They go forward again. Good roving. That in there was McLean. They're under pressure, this back line for, it should have been a throw, umpire didn't see it. This back line for the Giants have just been sensational since their inception into the AFL Sydney competition. Very well drilled back six as Lemmy bats it forward, trying to find Milligan-Seville. They're a little top heavy in their numbers. That could have been another throw. The umpires happy to see a little bit of football played this afternoon as Fowler has a shot on goal offline and couldn't get back there in time. Was Sands, but his second effort was good. Now they've got a bit of space, the Magpies. Need to settle. Find an option. In the arms of Maxwell. Maxwell's gone to a 1-on-3 contest in the end. Done well. Did Harper. And the ball out of bounds is a good result again. Need to get numbers around the ball, get a little bit of structure going at the moment. Hudson pushes into the contest. In fact, it's not Hudson, it's Polly who's made a little bit of space trying to get involved. dispute. Maxwell trying to push through. Umpire's seen something holding the man. It's going to go to Western Suburbs. So now their first opportunity. Time. I don't know what these 3 Western Suburbs players off the back of the pack. They're really standing nowhere where they're going to affect. In fact, in the end, able to apply the shepherd. And the kick inside, kept low. Looking there for Urell, unable to take it. The handball comes out. McGrath running onto it. Gets it back again. Outside of the boot, goes towards goal. He swung it around beautifully. That's a fantastic goal from Clint McGrath. And they're on the board, the Magpies. Look at it here. Ball came into Urell. Pops out. McGrath gets one little touch on it. Nice little bat up there from Hill. Back to McGrath. And the outside of the boot. Bent it like Beckham. Thank you very much. In there for a goal. And Western Suburbs have found a goal. They go forward again. So a little chance here now to turn the tables. McGrath in amongst it. Wrapped up there from Wern, and the umpire will say, I'll have it. And we'll get a ball up. Under blue skies here at Picken Oval this afternoon. And we're enjoying every moment of it. Hudson now attacking the football. Needed to go a little harder. He gets it eventually going forward. In there was McLean wearing the 23. And handball across from Harper. But right into the path of some marauding Giants. Now Kosh hands it off. They're going forward again. Manly-Warringah. 1-on-3 contest here. Under pressure is Hawkins. Got it away there. Conway for the Magpies. Milligan Seville overruns it. Now Garland goes inside. Chance on now for Fowler. Handball. Sorry, off hands. And another behind to the Giants. So the contest just settling in now after some early dominance from Manly-Warringah. And Western Suburbs now finding a little bit of form going forward. Running back with it with Stroud. A big handball back. Finds a lot of space there. Quite adept at doing that, the Giants. And he's found a teammate in Johnson. Goes inside. Wants to get it back. And in amongst it was Harper. Now the Magpies finding a little bit of room to move. And some good work at the back of the pack from Weir. Goes inside. Handball from Wern was chopped off. Hudson over the top. Now they're working it with the hands, the Magpies. Heard the call, went to it. Good second effort to apply the smother. Round in there. Could be done if he brings this one in. Gets it clear. Good work. Gets it out again. Round amongst it again. He's had about 4 touches in this passage alone. Goes to the top. Urell underneath this one. Couldn't find a sit. Trying to go through was Pearson. Chopped off by Kosh for the Giants. They've got plenty of numbers. In there was Polly. Hands it off. They've got numbers out here. McGrath knows how to kick him from here. Goes inside and the mark's chopped off. Not 15, so there's still plenty of time. Can they get it forward, the Magpies? Comes back to Round. He could finish what he started. Has a shot on goal offline. And just a minor score. So some exciting football being played by the Magpies now. As they found a little bit of form in the last couple of minutes. Set up well here. Target is Ben Bow. Comes off hands, eventually gets there. His kick, big floater towards the boundary line, and it'll go out. Hudson will have the kick. And they get a chance to reset. Round moving his way off the ground at the moment. Needs a rest, and I don't doubt that. Been amongst everything. Hudson. One-on-one contest forward, so he decides to go short. Good kick in the end. And taken well. Wade Blackburn. Blackburn's kick a little low towards Urell. Gets there. And Urell a bit far out to score, so he plays on. The kick's a wobbly one, but there's players out here in space. Needed to be strong. Couldn't bring it in. Was Linson. But still, Maxwell with the handball. Their tackling pressure in the forward is matching that of the Giants. Comes back to Pedersen. He decides to go long. And the turnover comes again. So Western Suburbs now with a bit of an attacking play. There's a whistle on the play. It's going to go to the Giants holding off the ball and relieve a little bit of pressure that they're under at the moment. The margin 5 points. Dangerous kick, but it made the target. And now they come down. Decides to go longer. Had an option close. Oh, that could be a free kick, and is. And it'll come back to Bashida. Once again, moves the ball quickly. Got a runner. Open up into the space. Brain centers the ball. And a great kick. There to the Garland. Hands it off. Brain again. Brother of. Tries to drive him inside. Oh, nice little move there from Conway. And the Western Suburbs are out. Scown on the left. Looking for Urell. Too much for him. And Denbow, I think it was, wants the ball back. Some good running from defence. Pedersen. Great kick. He's found Washington. Washington goes inside, looking for Fowler. Sets himself, doesn't go for it in the end. And Lemmy does well. Plays on now. Matthew Lemmy. The ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Just ducking over the fence. Great to see Picken Oval now enclosed with this fence. It's been a lot of work done on this ground over the last few years, and just a little finishing touch with the fence around the ground. You can see there in the background, in the shadows of the Western Suburbs Aussie Rules Club, a great facility, unique in Sydney footy. The Giants now push it through, ends up with Stroud. Stroud goes long, looking for Fowler, not a bad option. Lemmy, in fact it's Milligan Seville there standing him, and does well to block that one in, and gets the plaudits of his teammates, deservedly so. A bit of trouble there for Fowler, a little bit proppy as he comes up. Keep an eye on that one. The leading goal kicker has kicked 44 for the season, 20 goals ahead of his nearest opponent in the goal kicking ladder. Graham just rucks in, wants the ball. Still down in the background if we can just pan the camera across. Just sucking it in. Not any attention from the physios yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Pedersen, he's wrapped up brilliantly in a tackle from Scarfo. And free kick coming. Wants to move it quickly, playing with the boundary line, playing too far with it. Scown, and the umpire's seen that. Ball was over the boundary line. Scown just puts a little touch on it to make sure it gets out, and correct decision on my eyes by the umpire to apply a 50-metre penalty. And now the Giants are within scoring distance. Come off the boot of Tom Pyle. He's already kicked one this afternoon. Minutes played in this first term. Margin's only 5 points. As Pyle's kick just floats up. Will it come back? No, it hits the woodwork. And the minus score, 1-7. The Giants. Margin 6 points. And got to give credit to the Western Suburbs boys. They're under all sorts of pressure early in this game. They've absorbed it. They need to hold them out here though. A shot on goal comes, and the umpire's seen it, touched on the line. Perfectly positioned, 1 goal, 8. .23 played. Just need to hold possession. Get it out of their defensive half. Umpires. There, just asking the question to the umpire. A little bit bemused as to the decision. Graham up against Lambert on that occasion. Lambert did well to keep him out of the contest. And Stroud attacking it. Couldn't get there. Conway, handball over. Big sweeping handball. Bit of a hit and hope. Scown in there again, wanting to throw his body around. Stroud for the Giants. His kick chopped off. And Conway in the Magpies colours. Goes far afield. Dangerous kick. And the mark taken by Garland. And they'll have another chance. 24 played and the siren sounds. They'll have to have a shot now. He'll be kicking from 60 out, so he'll take everything he's got. The wind not favourable as well, blowing straight across the ground. And the Garland has it all in front of him, but just think distance will be a problem, but happy to be proved wrong. Thomas the Garland, nice run up, gets a nice piece of it, a bit low, and they want to hope it bounces, and in the end, no score. So at quarter time, despite their dominance of the game so far, the Giants aren't able to put it on the scoreboard. They lead by 7 points, but the main story is that they've kicked 1 goal 8 in this first term, and Western Suburbs 1 goal 1. The margin 7 points. We'll take a short break here at Picken Oval. We've got 1 versus 3, Western Suburbs versus Manly, and it's Manly by 7 at quarter time.
there?
Yeah, is it 1-8 to 1-1?
It is. So, so you can't see our beautiful new scoreboard.
No, I couldn't see it from this side.
I know. I think we met out at Campbelltown. I'm Nick.
Okay,
Nick, the president here. So,
Yep.
thanks very much for doing this.
That's all right. I thought I'd come over this side just because there's just too many bog traps along the way.
We're really happy because it means you don't get all that graffiti too. So. Good on you.
Get the club in the background. It's all good.
Beautiful. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Nick. So back here at Picken Oval for the second term. It is the Giants by 7 points, but they didn't capitalise on their opportunities in that first term and find themselves just 7 points in front. As they go forward now, the Giants, and a good mark taken. Fowler, so he's come up all right after that knock. And we'll have a shot on goal early in this second term. Comes in, looks good, and they've got the first one of the second term, and they've got it quickly, so whereas they couldn't capitalise in that first term, the goal has come quickly in the second as we're underway. Back in the centre, Giants by 13. A little bit of a stun mark for the Magpies early in this second term. They get the ball going forward, but once again, good work in the middle. Mark taken half back, Western Suburbs. And point for his whistle. Confusion a little bit there. As the ball trickles over, lower boundary throw in.
Heaps of room out the back. Go, Woozer.
Ball comes down. Good work at ground level from Brain. Centres the ball inside. Couldn't take the mark. Now Western Suburbs trying to get the ball clear. Dangerous handball into the passage there, but still under pressure. Ericsson it was trying to take the mark, couldn't take it. Ends up at ground level, but ball wrapped up. And we'll have another ball up. Forward of centre for the Giants. Ericsson in there again. Good tackling from the Giants ruckman. That was Brassel. So get go forward again. Slow motion football there as the ball was wrapped up by Scheider. It was applying the tackle. Go again, and that one's going out. We'll have a boundary throw in. It's Ericsson and Brassel will do battle once more.
Forward now.
stop the run of Burke. Get it going forward. Pushing forward to the ball is Bescheida and couldn't keep it in.
Let's go, get back.
But the umpire's called out of bounds on the full. There'll be a discussion. And the kick going to Western Suburbs will be Pearson to take it. A lot of movement forward for Pearson. And now come, but it's just a kick to the one option. And oh, good mark taken. That's Wern. Moves the ball quickly. They've got players through the middle. Good hit there to Johnson. Johnson's kick once again might have too much on it, and it does. Lands in between his teammates. And Western Suburbs able to get the ball going forward now. Opportunity for the Magpies. Goes forward. Under there is Newbury. Couldn't take the mark. Falls to ground. Back on it was Stroud for the Giants. Now they get it forward again. Comes out to the ruckman in Brassel. Throws it on the left shoe. And the kick to his counterpart in Ericsson. And we just settle a bit. Put some players back now. And the kick was a good one. And the mark even better. And in the arms now of Hugh McLean. Let's see what's in front of him. Goes there now. Urell set upon. Plenty of Giants at the fall of this, and they move the ball so well. Ben Bow straight down the middle, but his kick-off line lands in the arms of Conway. Conway drives them forward again, gets plenty of air underneath this one. Mark taken, turns around, and it's Lambert onto the right boot, goes for home, goes all the way. Western Suburbs gets one. Good work to capitalise on the ball coming out of the middle. Quick look at this goal as it came in. It's Conway who drove the ball inside. It's a great mark taken by Lambert. Swings around, just says, I'll go home, thank you very much. Gets every piece of it and gets it straight through the middle. Great goal to Western Suburbs. And they reduce the margin back to 7 points. So back in the middle. And once again, plenty of pressure in the middle. Brain has a run, has one bounce. Puts it on the boot. Just offline for Fowler. Just trying to get around his opponent in Lemmy. Does well to get the handball going clear. They just rucked in themselves there. It was Armitage. Got in the way of Fowler. Probably should have pulled out. Hudson now with a bit of space. Gives it over there. Still under pressure. Hudson gets it back. Good run. Gives it back to Sands. Now he gets it onto the boot. Down the line in front of the Western Suburbs faithful. There's a free kick here. It's going to go to Giants. And a little bit of air comes out of the tyres. And relieves the pressure. They go inside now looking for Kosh. Takes the mark. Unopposed. Do like to look sideways to just try and find another avenue to goal. In the end, has to go short. Gets it back, does Kosh. Handball's off. Now they look sideways. They've got a player in free space here in Brassel. Brassel now looks up for the running player. Getting back onto it is Stroud. Comes around, works his way back onto the right boot. Just chips it over. Had to be nice. Didn't quite get there, and the ball eventually trickles over the boundary line. Trying to invent something there was David Stroud. And as we approach the 6.5-minute mark of this second term, it's the Giants by 7 points. 2 goals 8. Plays 2 goals 1. Hudson. Now they get it going clear. Back through the middle. Sands. Now fire hands. Conway. They've worked this well, the Magpies. They've got one out and they've worked it with the hands. Now they have to go back. Under pressure is Scarfo, but he gets it on the boot. Going forward, finds Urell. In fact, it's not Urell, it's Taylor Williamson, the first we've seen of him this afternoon. And the gun recruit for the Western Suburbs side lines up. It was a very good passage of play. They had the one out. They kept working the ball over the top, the Magpies. And eventually, they found Williamson. Like the look of the kick, and so does most people. Fortunately, not the goal umpire. 2 goals 2 now, the margin back to 6 points. himself. Now going to Brassel. Against Pearson, and does very well to get that on the running play. Has a bounce, thank you very much. The ruckman, mobile, goes long. The kick just couldn't get past. Oh, it's just clumsy on behalf of it's Tom Pyle. And gives away the free kick. Wests over the top of round. Having to work it back. Pedersen. By hands. Gives it off. Now with Garland. Doesn't mind a goal on the right boot. Back there. Saving the day. And now it ends up with Hudson. Always assesses his options. One of those is Pearson. Ball doesn't quite make it to him. Gets it back to Hudson. Now they're under pressure. Pearson, Hudson. Now Pearson goes across goal. We're back to where we started from. Lemmy, short. Is this one out that the Western Suburbs team has on the far side? Start to converge now. And the big fella through the middle. That's Urell. Chips over. They maintain possession. The kick came off the boot awkwardly. Quite make its target there in Blackburn, but some good work. Scarfo gets it over in there. Scown attacking the ball hard there, and a free kick coming for high contact. It's going to go to the Giants. It goes to McDonald. His handball out. Wern almost tackled. Gets it back to McDonald, and pushing back. Done very well here. The Western Suburbs boys absorb the pressure, and they're now starting to find a little few cracks in the Giants' defensive line. Newbury's kick is a good one, and they'll have another shot on goal here, the Magpies. Couldn't get the last one, Williamson. He'll be desperate to put this through the big sticks. We'll travel it right way through. Taylor Williamson. Off the boots and sprays it to the right. So some opportunities now for Western Suburbs going begging. And the umpire didn't like that. Kicked it to himself, but he's called it back. It wasn't that, it was just wasn't using the same ball. It's a unique rule we have in AFL Sydney competition. Kick comes long now. Just getting a big fist in there was Ericsson. Western Suburbs lock it in. Now it's Armitage. Been away from the Giants side for a while. On other duties. Handball's back inside. Now to Brain. Brain's kick inside's a good one. He's found a teammate. And what was an opportunity to the right of screen quickly turns around, and it's an opportunity for Tom Pyle. He'll travel this one as well from right behind. Once again sprays it. And another behind to the Giants. 2 goals, 9 now. They lead by 6 points. Could have quite easily been a lot more. 12 minutes played, second term. Ball comes out near side. Ericsson parked under this one. Couldn't bring it down. Hits the deck. Round. It's very handy in that first term. Ball over. They've worked the ball well with handballs, the Magpies. Now they're under a little bit of pressure, running out of space to work in. Gives it off Pearson. Just backed up well and ends up with him. Off the left shoe. Great kick inside. Wonderful skills from Pearson. It's Elliot Harper who will line up and they desperately need this to level the scores. Harper. His kicks offline, might drop short, need a mark here, couldn't get it over the line. And the margin back to 5 points. 2 goals for West, 2 goals 9 the Giants. Now go to the far side. Burke. His kick, just a bit too much on it. Goes over the boundary line. See Hayden Washington there in shot. Seen a lot of him, such a dominant player and can be very dangerous for the Giants. Third man up is Urell. Now the Giants with a little bit of space to work in. Or run only 5 metres, decided to have a bounce almost as a tactic. And didn't come back, but they've done good job now, the Giants, to get it going forward. Fowler now spins around on the right boot. Has he spun around enough? Just hit the bottom of the post, I think. Another behind. 2 goals, 10 for the Giants. And you just get the sense that you can get that radar going. Of course, some dramas for Western Suburbs. All credit to them, though. They've stayed in this game well. They too have had a few opportunities in this quarter that have gone begging. And they go forward. Good pinpoint accuracy with the kicks there. Comes back to Hudson. Goes forward. 2-on-2 contest. Trying to push his way through there is Lambert. Could have gone away to the free kick. Umpire says no, that's got to be a free kick. That was just unfortunate. Just got into his back. Did Elliot Harper, but the free kick was there. Brain. Find a teammate. Now they're away. Johnson. Good work down the far wing. Moved it by foot. Nice relaxed kick. It's going to fall over the back and eventually go over the boundary line. Taking a little bit more time. Centered that ball up, but ball still locked inside 50 for the Giants. Short throw in. Favours the Giants, but they couldn't get it. Erickson it was. Got the ball going out and the mark taken. Newbury. And 50 metres on the mark, just overstepped the mark there. So, I thought he might have taken too long to really get the ball moving. It worked in his favour, Newbury. And he'll now go inside and he'll kick from just outside the paint. Probably too far out to score. Plenty on offer, gives it off now. The shot on goal won't make the distance. Have to go over the back, but the mark's been taken. Harper, I think it is. And he will have a shot from 10 out. Just needs to settle. A bit excited, the young fella. And the mark taken in the square, so should be a lay down. Gets it cleanly, gets it through the middle, and scores are level here at Picken Oval. So here the 50-metre penalty was given. Newbury. A little bit of loose checking around the mark. Gave it off. Kick was low, wasn't going to be a goal. Just see Elliot Harper here at the back. Sits beautifully for him. And he went back and kicked the goal. That has tied up the scores here at Picken Oval. 17.5 played in this second term. 3-4 plays 2-10. Plenty of opportunities for the Giants have gone begging so far. And free kick not coming there for Polly. The umpire says I'll have it, and we'll ball it up. No free kick for in the back, but not forthcoming. Rupp comes down. Falls to the advantage of Brain. Hands it off. Now they're inside 50. Jacob Graham is the target. Can he get his big body on it? Puts 1 minute out, takes it, goes on, kicks the goal. And that's the advantage of the big man going forward. And the answer comes quickly from the Giants. See here, the ball came clear. Brain, I think, got the ball going forward. Graham sat himself nicely, got his body in the right position, sticks the big 1 mid out, takes the mark. No worries about that. I'll go off and kick the goal. And a good result for the Giants. Back in the middle now. Giants go forward again. Good work in the defensive half by Western Suburbs. A bit of trouble with vision here. Eventually gone over. Apologise for back live. It's the Giants who try and push forward. The shadows there of the far wing. The ball goes over the boundary line. 20 minutes played, nearly 21 minutes in this second term. Margin 6 points. It's been a fascinating duel so far. And the team in Giants of Manly-Warringah, who have dominated so far, under a little bit of pressure. Good handball there from Fowler. Gives it off. Shot on goal is a good one. And they've got another one late. He'll needed that. Western Suburbs, and seems as though Giants may have just found their kicking boots. Margin 12 points now. We approach the 22-minute mark of this second term. And once again out of the middle, the Giants move the ball well. Kick out there looking for Washington. They can ill afford him to find a little bit of form. Swings back on the left, looking for Fowler over his head. Lemmy there trying to push the ball out of the area. And a good tackle applied. Oh, hit hard there was Conway. And eventually get it going, but it only goes as far as Burke. Burke chips over the top. Ball in dispute. Left there for Lemmy to pick up his kick. Not 15, but good enough to get it out of the defensive 50. 1-on-3 competition at the moment. In comes the cavalry in Maxwell, but they get it clear. Brain drives them again. Jacob Graham sets himself once more. And Lemmy is up to the task this time. Takes it on the last line. Giants again goes short with that kick. It's across goal. It's good. Nothing forward other than Urel, who's pushed up the ground. And he's just going to have to tread water. Nothing on offer, so he goes inside. Pearson, same problem. They match up well, the Giants in defence. They do force, try and find another way in. The kick there, just waited on it. Did Harper and put himself under a bit of pressure. Conway fumbled the ball. It's wrapped up now, wants to be careful, could be holding the ball here. And the umpire said over the shoulder, so lucky there was Lee Conway. He's got Scown now through the middle. And ball gets to him, he just needs it to sit. Does well. Oh, nice little touch in there from Stroud. Forces the turnover. Cavalry, oh, big hit from Stroud, and he did not like it. Jordan Weir, and in they come. Kosh is in there. Play on is the call, and they disperse. Stroud is taken after the kick, and they get it downfield, and it'll be Jacob Graham, and they let him know. He's going to go to Graham, it's going to go to Fowler. Actually, he's going to go to Fowler, and 50 metres, that's just silly. Just threw the ball well past him, and what could have been a potential goal will now be a certainty, and just what you don't want as a coach. And Kevinino will be furious at that. 24, nearly 25 minutes played, and they've given away some silly free kicks, and Fowler puts it in the next suburb. And the Giants now skip out to an 18-point lead. Quick look here at the original free kick. Scown that just ran it. Ball came in. Plenty there. Stroud was in amongst it. And here's the big hit. Just hit him high. And then the ball went forward. Just see here in the distance. Just throws the ball indiscriminately past him, and there was no way he was getting to that, and rightly so. The umpire called a 50-metre penalty, and the goal was forthcoming. They go again, the Giants. They lead by 18 points now in the shadows of half-time, as Wests were level at one stage and threatening to get his noses in front. So siren can't come quick enough, I don't believe, for Western Suburbs. They need to regroup. Conway's wrapped up. Could be holding the ball. Umpire's just going to come in and ball it up, and there is the siren. There's a good quarter of football, bar a little bit of discipline towards the end of that quarter, and at half-time the Giants have skipped out to an 18-point lead. They lead 5 goals, 10-40. Western Suburbs 3-4-22. And as we take a short break here at Picken Oval, join us in about 10 minutes' time for all the action from the second half. Can the Western Suburbs boys get their game back on track, or will the Giants run away with it as they've done so much this season? Only time will tell. Join us back here in 10 minutes' time. Half-time here at Picken Oval. Giants 18 points over Western Suburbs. So all set here at Picken Oval for this third term. It's what's been a very interesting contest here at the home of the Magpies, with the Giants squandering a few early options. They've kicked 5 goals, 10, but a late run in that second term see them skipped out to an 18-point margin over Western Suburbs. What can happen in this third term? Well, only time will tell, but the ball's certainly in the court of the Western Suburbs team. They're to get themselves back in this one, and we're underway. Sun just going behind a cloud at the moment, but the weather, despite all the warnings we had, has been great this afternoon here. Round. It's Ericsson who'll get the free kick. Drives them inside. Oh, stuck. That's Blackburn. Just stuck the mitts up, and it did not get through. And it'll be Blackburn to take a shot early in this third term. They could do with this, the Magpies. Steps over the paint. Gets a nice piece of it. Hasn't got the legs, not quite. And eventually tapped over for a minor score. They've done this well this afternoon, the Manly-Warringah Giants, just getting the ball out of their defensive half. This time, the bounce of the ball takes a turn and drops over the sideline. Just noticed in the Giants outfit there, obviously the traditional colours of the maroon and white of Manly-Warringah, but nice little homage there with a touch of orange around the neck. Obviously changing their Nonica and their alliance this year, in line with the GWS Giants, of course, wearing the orange. And a little bit going on here between the big man Ericsson and Brassel. Ericsson says his part and then departs. Round with the free kick though. Chops in, looking for Urell. Flies, couldn't quite get the ball to stick. Kosh could have been held. Umpire saw it. Free kick will go to Kosh. Doesn't want to kick it there, Blackburn. Almost gave away 50. Kosh is well off his mark. And we'll wait for this one to come back. A little chance for the Magpies to line up. They close off a few options now. So down the line is the only option. This one's floating close to the line. Won't go over. Free kick's coming. It's going to go to the Giants. In the back was the call. Washington. Ericsson's got back there in the hole. But he's found Blackburn. Sorry, it's not Blackburn, it's Brain. Brain drives him inside 50. At the back, looking for the option. Good handball off the third Garland. Just dropped it as he was pushing through. Tackle applied by Fowler. And we'll have a ball up about 15 metres out from the Giants' goal. Ericsson with a big thump trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Plenty of Giants on this one, and the free kick will come in high contact. And just wait for this one to come back. A bit wobbly on his feet. It's Maxwell. They give it off now. Hitting Hope there. Out in front of Williamson, unable to bring it in. And the ball goes over the boundary line. The numbers around this one. Oh, Russell just gets rid of his opponent. Fairly, said the umpire. Goes towards the line and over the line eventually. James Brain it was, who was in the area. Martin 17 points in favour of Manly-Warringah. This time Ericsson stays his distance, takes out a ruck, tries to throw it on the boot, but didn't really get anything on it. And another boundary throw in. comes in. Ericsson now drops it down. The tackle applied. Western Suburbs under a bit of pressure. Down in there. And the umpire's seen nothing. Comes in very quickly on the ball up. Brassel and Ericsson will go at it again. This time comes down to Brain. Throws on the right boot quickly. And chopped off by Milligan Seville. Down the line again. Fly comes from McGrath. Good work from Scout. Gets them rubbing it going forward. Attack on the ball comes from Weir. Eventually into traffic. The Giants trying to find a way through. Pedersen, the big show. Goes another little show. Does another one. 3 in a row. Thank you very much. And just pops it up. And good vision there. He's found Levi Brain, who's wide in the corner. Just decides to go top of the square. The big fly comes. It was Milligan Seville trying to push it through there. Jacob Graham now back on it. Swings around on the right, but gives it back to Washington. Washington now back to Brain where it started. Sets himself up. Goes to the top of the square. No one at home. And over the over the line for a Giants behind. And once again, you got to go and get the same football. As we wait. Lemmy with the kick in. Plenty of time to set up their defensive zone. The Giants. Now Lemmy decides to go to the far side. The kick found the target now. Conway. Good hit. Newbury. His kick goes to a contest. They've worked it well. And there was Weir. A good contributor for the Giants this afternoon. Kick off line. Washington, beautiful pickup. Pops it up. Fowler underneath it. Spoil comes. They've got plenty of numbers here now, the Giants. They're going to get tackled from behind. Needed to go through him, Ericsson. Didn't in the end. Tried to just spin him around. Still got the word. A Brain hands it off. Gives it to Armitage. And Armitage turns around and gives it to Brain. Well, I would have thought kicking the goal might have been a better way to prove your point. Hudson. He's good enough. Off hands was the call. Got rid of it. Now he goes again. It's under siege, Hudson. Brain gives it off. That was Brain again. They combine. Now Fowler trying to do the big don't argue. Eventually swings it around. Pushing back there is Sands. In there Washington as well. And the ball eventually goes over the boundary line. So they're just peppering the Western Suburbs defence at the moment. Ericsson goes up against Graham. Comes down for Sands. And Armitage trying to work his way through the traffic. But the ball goes over the boundary line. A bit of a slow start to this third term. 8 minutes played. Seen the one behind to the Giants. It's scrappy as the game goes on. The big kick comes to Washington. Underneath it is Graham. Sets himself, pack forms. And good work there from Lemmy to ensure that one wasn't taken cleanly. And it goes over the boundary line. Numbers in the forward half for the Giants. At the back, Western Suburbs able to get the ball out of the clear. Just overruns it though. Now they can attack again. Stops and props, goes around their teammate. Pops it in there and a good mark taken. And now they try and break. Another good mark taken. So the skills have been good. McGrath this time looks up. Urell is the option. He's got one shorter if he wants it. Goes to Sands. Sands now off the left. And the free kick's going to come, holding the ball, holding the arm there of Tim Lambert. Too far out, puts it up, and Pedersen was just a little slow off the mark. And in the end, he actually got the ball cleanly, but he wasn't watching it. But just luck there, I think, for Pedersen. He was just dawdling back. In the meantime, the kick from Levi Brain is a good one. Found Bunkle. Bunkle decides to go inside. Open up a bit of space. Wern. Now Third Garland. His penetrating kick is taken by Fowler. And it'll be a chance for Fowler to go back. And this would be a handy little 25-point lead if he's to kick this one. Known goal kicker, shouldn't miss this. Braden Fowler kicked 44 goals for the season going into today and leads the goal kickers by a fair margin. And celebrates it well. And the Giants have opened up a 25-point lead. They kicked 6-12. Western Suburbs 3-5. So a bit of work to do now for the home side. Back in the middle, Erickson wins this cleanly, gets it down to Blackburn, just hesitated on the kick and the smother was coming. Wrapped up, and again, this time it was Linson applying the tackle. Erickson again with that dominating, need to read that and work with it. Plenty of numbers around this, handballing back into traffic. Need to find some outside players. Another ball up, and another big punch from Erickson. That's 3 in a row. Stroud unable to bring it down. In there for the Western Suburbs is Marcus Linson, and another ball up. Can he make it 4? Erickson again, just sets underneath this one, but this one he goes a little bit quiet, a little bit more reserved, gets it down to Matt Round, but unable to buy his space. Now he goes again, he's winning the rucks, hand over fist, and another one. We get an opportunity to be the 6th contest in a row within about a 20-metre radius. Plays right in the hands. Erickson didn't quite get to that one. They come clear now. A little bit of space opens up. Going back. Under pressure now, Conway. Tries to get around his opponent. Couldn't do so. Eventually hands off the ball. McGrath is tackled. In there. Plenty of tackles being applied now. And eventually comes to Third Garland. Bit of space. One-on-one contest. Fowler's in there. Caught behind. He'll get a free kick against him. And this one will go to Lemmy. And he kicks towards the clubhouse side of the ground. Obviously, the old Western Suburbs Aussie Rules Club in the background. And the umpire's seen a free kick here. It's going to go to the Giants. I believe they've played the advantage. And a little bit of confusion. Eventually, it's just a minor score, but 14 minutes played, third term. It is the Giants by 26. They've had some big scores this year. This one's not going to be one of them, I don't think. But the way it's tracking at the moment, they will get the 4 points and maintain an unblemished record. It was Western Suburbs who upset what was the Wolves last year in their premiership year with a late win against the eventual premiers, but They've got some work ahead of them if they're going to do it again today. That one's going to eventually slip high. In fact, the umpire's called holding the ball. But it might have been a high contact. Happy with either way. And the kick is a good one. Found Williamson. Needs to work himself into the game, Taylor Williamson, a little bit more. Good work from Ben Bow. Through the middle, but some attack on the ball. Sees the ball up. 15-minute mark of this, the third term. Erickson gets there late. Eventually comes down. Wrapped up. Jump on it again. We'll see another ball up. Plenty of stoppages in this third term. Hasn't been a pretty game of football in this, the third. Erickson again, well, he's just winning the hit-outs like you wouldn't believe. Round. Eventually comes out. Hands in amongst it. And another stoppage. It's the one goal scored this term. Forward, but ugly. Knut McGrath now tries to stand up in the tackle. What can they build? It's just not great football. It's not like the ball's wet or anything. They just a lot of contested ball at ground level. And eventually this will go over the boundary line. And we'll have throw in. Erickson's been dominant in the ruck, but just hasn't had the support around the contest. Just works it down beautifully there. The old back palm, and the kick eventually got where it needed to go to. Hill shows the ball under a bit of pressure now, and the kick not a great one. Oh, I needed to go with a little bit more conviction than that. Kosh. Hudson goes battle with Brain. Hudson wins out, gets the ball clear. Conway is held, umpire didn't see it. And now, what can they work it out? Maxwell, scrubby kick going forward. They've got the numbers. Good work. Now, here's the Garland. Sun gets a lot very low in the sky. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Urell's now moved into the ruck. Erickson's doing a ton of work. Ball just bouncing around like it's a basketball court at the moment. Hudson tries to make some space. The umpire will come in and ball this one up. It's been stoppage after stoppage this quarter. Shouldn't be a long quarter. We've just ticked over 18 minutes. Once again, the ball comes to the ground. Could have been holding the man. The umpire's letting him play. Good hands from Urell. Down the line, this will go out of bounds. And another boundary throw in. Down again. They find a bit of space, the Giants. They do now. The kick goes in, chopped off, and just booted back from where it came. Williamson couldn't bring this down. Eventually Maxwell comes up with it. Gets it back again, just can't get over the top. Applies the tackle, and there's two whistles on it. Eventually the umpire's called high. And the Giants come away. Stroud. Fowler, beautiful. Set himself well for that and attacked the footy and took it cleanly. And this, for only the second goal of the quarter, but a telling one. Take the margin out to 32 points and really make it difficult for Western Suburbs. Fowler. It's got on the right side of the boot, offline. 6 goals, 14. There'll be some extras, I think, at training at Weldon Oval during the week. It's been offline with the radar today. Marks taken by Urel. Tries to draw the 50-metre penalty. A bit of confusion reigns. And eventually the kick is turned over to Stroud. Stroud now trying to find Fowler. The pack flies, couldn't bring it down. Good work there from Blackburn. Just missed the target with the handball. Indiscriminate kick is going to work out just fine. As Scown takes the mark. Goes underground, try and get it forward. Ball's clear. And the Giants now pounce. Up again. Sets for it, Fowler just couldn't get the run at it. It falls over the back of the pack. He gets it eventually, does Braden Fowler. And another goal to the Giants. And the margin's out to 33 points. See here, the ball just fell through. He's got the ball in, and when you've got a forward like Braden Fowler, that's not a bad option. Couldn't get the ride. That was almost a mark to Washington, but fell over the back of the pack. And Fowler finished off beautifully. And the Giants are almost home. Goes forward again, Washington in the area. Given high tackle on Graham. Umpire said you ducked into it. Washington again trying to get the ball scrubbing clear. It's in front. Can't just quite pick it up cleanly. Graham eventually, the ball's touched off the boot. Fowler takes it, keeps the ball in front. Does very well. Has another go at it. Gets his own road. Pedersen in now on the boot. And eventually hits the post. Out of bounds on the full. So the boys with the pool scoop. They're off to grab brand new Sharon that's lodged in the water. And the kick comes out to Urel. 22 played. And a good mark taken. Blackburn. Turnover. Confusion. Didn't realise the kick was his. Eventually turns it back over. And Blackburn. Goes Latchell, finds Conway. Conway tries to open up a bit of space through Hudson. Couldn't take it cleanly, now under pressure from Braden Fowler. Good work from the forward. Picks it up, has a look home, drops it onto the boot. It's offline, Graham's in the area. Milligan Seville tracking it back as well. And forces the boundary throw in at the 23-minute mark. Graham, just gets rid of his opponent, gives a little deft touch over the shoulder. Eventually, though, it's the Magpies through Conway. Finds Maxwell, wants to move the ball quickly, could do better to just go back and relax, maintain possession. Eventually, they get out of a spot of bother, but the big boot going forward will be looked at closely by the umpire. And he's called it out of bounds deliberately. Won't matter though as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And with only the 2 goals scored in the quarter, it was a short quarter at 24 minutes, but a telling quarter for the Giants as they skip the margin out to 33 points. And it's Western Suburbs 3-5-23, the Giants 7-14-56. But you get the feeling they may have done enough, the Giants, to secure the 4 points. But there is still a chance for Western Suburbs to hit back in the final term. We'll take a short break here at Picken Oval. We'll be back in about 5 minutes' time with all the action from the final quarter. It's round 9 of the AFL Sydney competition. The Giants lead by 33. All set for the final term here at Picken Oval in this round 9 clash between the Western Suburbs Magpies and the Manly-Warringah Giants. And well, it's all in front of the Giants. The Magpies now. If they're going to get themselves back into this game, they'll need to kick more than they've scored. And against a dominant Manly-Warringah Giants team, that is going to be hard to do. Stranger things have happened though. They are on their home deck. And what can come in this final term? Brassel in the ruck against Ericsson. Brassel lands in his arms. It's a big sweeping handball going forward, but comes back just as quick. Good tackle taken on Williamson. Wasn't happy with it, but good shot it. As someone's on blood duties, as Bashada eventually goes off for the blood rule. And we'll have a boundary throw in just here on the broadcast side. We are on the other side of Picken Oval today, which gives us a good view across, although the sun getting down low now is making it a bit difficult at times. The ground that's had a lot of work put into it over the last few years. And it's a good home for the Western Suburbs Magpies. Ericsson up against now applies a tackle on Kosh, and they've come out with a little bit of intent, the Magpies. Heavy tackles. Christian Ericsson again in the ruck up against Brassel. Trying to get through there was Williamson. He was tackled out of it. The umpire says holding the ball eventually. And we'll come back to Kosh. A little bit of fire there from the Magpies, but the defence was up to the task. Kosh drives it long and eventually goes to the back of the pack. And the mark taken. Williamson, he seems to have decided to come out, throw his body on the line in this final term. Scown, cross. Holly, who's troubled out of it. Scown, same. The mark will come back though. Be a free kick to Scown. Dragged off the ball. And move it now. The umpire says play on. Got some space out here. Williamson. A few early touches in this final term. Mark not taken. Eventually it's Kosh to Conway. Sorry, to Connor Pedersen. And now in the arms of Armitage. Last year's Phelan medalist ran his full distance and turns it over in the forward line. And it's going to come back. You can't do that. But the umpire will call play on. It'll be a point to the Giants. We won't blame him for that one. 7:15 now the score on the Giants ledger. 3-5 Western Suburbs. They've been gallant, the Magpies, but just haven't been up to the task today against the all-conquering Giants. Conway out to Williamson, nice mark. Seen something he likes further down the field. Just waited on it there was Blackburn and gave his opponent in Gareth Benbow an opportunity to come over the top and make sure that one went out. Now the stoppage. Forward off centre for the Magpies. Comes down, couldn't be picked up there from Brain. In there as well is Hill. And plenty going on. Ball still moving around. Brown was very dominant early on in the game, but hasn't been able to maintain the form. Kosh, solid defender. High contact call eventually. And they'll come back to the Giants. And Hawkins with the ball. Wants to play on. Goes to Kosh. Goes straight across the ground. And they maintain possession now in the arms of James Brain. Brain. Looking long, there's not a lot of on option-wise long, so he goes back through the middle. Wills Brassel. A few out here on the sideline, but Not sure that that's the option. There's just not a lot of movement going forward for the Giants. It's been a tough day, but they need to find a bit if they're going to really put this one to bed. Brassel again. Oh, that's a throw. Umpire let it go. And now in the arms of the Western Suburbs side. They go forward, but Scown's up to the task, goes back for it. And takes the mark. He'll have a shot on goal. Not only do you need to kick it, they need to back it up. No hurry is Lindsay Scown. Just sneaks in the corner, and Western Suburbs have got another one. Marching back to 28. There's a lot of work ahead of them. Six-minute mark. The Western Suburbs team got the first on the board in this final term. The margin 28 points. Scown that were just floated forward and was able to kick the goal for the Magpies. Oh, that's a good mark taken. Umpires, no, in fact, just popped out the other side of Washington. Armitage hasn't touched it much this afternoon, but he's kicked the goal here. And the quick reply. And that hurts the Magpies. So the quick reply. And the margin back to 34 points. They're having to work really hard for their goals, Western Suburbs, today, so it's going to be a tough task. 7 minutes played, final term. Ericsson once again wins the ruck. Well, he's been absolutely dominant and in their best players this afternoon. Brain off the left boot. Turnover comes Sands. Levi to Levi. Out there is Wern. He's chuckled down. Eventually over the boundary line. Plays 29, 8 minutes into this final term. Goals have been hard to come by. And the free kick going to Manly. Advantage has been paid. The handball comes through. Now looking for Graham. He's got the sit on this one. Good punch from behind. And eventually though, Braden Fowler with a bit of offensive work. He's got the ball back inside. Graham. Now Fowler just needs to run to goal. Free kick will come. It'll be in the back for the Western Suburbs. Kick will be taken by Lee Conway. He's been a good contributor for the Magpies today, has Conway. He's been all over the ground. And he's certainly been in their best players this afternoon. They now move it down the far wing. Inside now. They wanted to move the ball quickly in the inside. Didn't need to play on there. Lucky though, got the ball out to Ericsson. Ericsson uses a bit of bulk and eventually is tackled to the ground. And the free kick against Ericsson for holding the ball. And it'll come back to James Brain. Just chips it over the top, finds Brassel. Brassel wants to go further afield. It was Brain that chipped it inside. And just a lazy kick in the end. turnover has come. And Western Suburbs now with an opportunity to go forward. Here's Bashida. He's done very well to get that one out of the area. Ben Bow. So through everybody. Conway back. He must be run out of his feet. He's felled after he got rid of the ball, but it was good. Went to Round. Round goes wide. Pearson. Now they kick it down the line. Very good pickup. And back inside. Target there was McLean. Didn't quite get there. And the umpire's called a free kick for pushing the back. Advantage is paid. The Giants now on the attack. Fowler and nice sit. Too far out. Umpire did call play on. It was ambitious from Lemmy. And he got away with it. And the turnover eventuates. As Williamson on the long lead. Does well to present, give an option. His kick is good too. Scown. They've been good in patches this afternoon, Western Suburbs, but just haven't been able to finish with the polish. And that's just another example of that. Milligan Seville with the turnover. They do lack that dominant forward that Manly-Warringah are blessed with in the form of Fowler. Armitage gives it over to Kosh, too high the tackle. He'll go back and 50 metres, so the staunch defender will kick from about 5 metres out right in front. And don't they love this, the backman. He's got the 50 wrong there. Mark was just outside 50 and he's got him 10 metres out of the goals. It's not a hard one to work out, that one. Kosh, confidently safe for his first this afternoon. Looks good, and they like it. And here they come. And it's all over here at Picken Oval, with the Giants now out to a 40-point lead. 9 goals, 15. They're really starting to get that scoreboard looking a little bit more respectable late in this game. So we're back in the middle. 12 and a half played in the final term, and the Giants have skipped out to a 40-point lead. Just too much polish and just a few dominant performances around the ground. Take nothing away from Western Suburbs though. They've been right in the contest and they haven't given up, that's for sure. And certainly one of the closer contests and the more hard-fought contests that the Giants have had so far this year. It could be a precursor to what we'll see come finals time in AFL Sydney. Brassel pops it back only as far as the Western Suburbs defender, but some good run off half-back. Now in the arms of Eric Burke. Burke's kick is great, just great, and Fowler on the lead. And the sure hands. Just needs to finish now, Fowler, and maintain his absolute dominance on the goal kickers table. Wind really died down at this point, so no speed to speak of. Just needs to hit it flush. And they like it, fading late, but it's just snuck in there. And Fowler gets another one. was a contest that was touted to be fairly strong. The Western Suburbs team had one of their better sides in. There's only Mum missing from their best team. But in the end now, it looks like the Giants are going to run away with it with a handy little lead. Pearson spun around in the tackle. Mark taken by Williamson. Wants to move the ball quickly, does so. And now they've found a little bit of space out here. Maxwell goes forward. Looking on that occasion for Harper. Free kick's going to come. It's going to be to the Giants. High contact. Long. Might not be able to take it. Balls to the back. Hill. Troubled over the boundary line. Hill. Sands. Just playing out time now. 17 minutes played. 16. Free kicks coming in the back. Tries to explain what he's trying to do, but the umpire having no part of it. Urell. A long-time servant. Western Suburbs Footy Club. And another stoppage. Urell wins this one over Brassel, but Pedersen's handball was sensational. Found Ben Bow. Ben Bow goes out. Looking on that occasion for Graham. Couldn't get there. Fowler, the big show, gives it off now. Gives it back there to Burke. Burke's tackled, holding the ball. And gives the local crowd a little bit to cheer about. Go backwards now, Western Suburbs. It's really been very good defence. We say it most of the time when we see the Manly-Warringah side. Their defensive half is fantastic, and they really dry up their options going forward, and then they make you pay on the rebound. Bunkle gets it clear, gives it back. The handball hits the target. Washington gives it off, and it just bounces back into his arms. It's those sorts of things that you make your own luck sometimes. Handball over now to Fowler. Long way out from goal. They get it in now. Looking for Armitage at the back. And he's taken it. And the conical style as he steps back to the top of his mark. Kick one already. Wants to play on quickly. Does so. And slots the goal. And another one to the Giants. 52 points the margin now in favour of Manly-Warringah, and it's really probably not indicative of the contest. They were right in it, the Magpies, if not for third term that left a little bit to be desired. And now the Giants, well, they're just running away with it. The game's been played and won. 11-15. They've worked hard to make that scoreline look a little bit more respectable. So has the rest of the competition wondering what's it going to take to beat this Manly-Warringah side. They are well on their way to defending their premiership title from 2013. And they're a tight-knit unit. Pedersen just overruns it. Hudson in there. Make sure it doesn't go any further. And the umpire plays the game. Says, all right, we'll throw it in the air. Forward again. Wern's handball was good. Found Pedersen. Pedersen shows the ball one way. Tries to go around the other way. Couldn't quite get there. The handball from Burke is not a bad one. Was in the area, but Fowler has fallen afoul of the umpire, and it'll be kicked to Lemmy. It's a good contest that, but you have to say Fowler has really come out on top. Slotted a number of goals this afternoon and will add to his tally. Oh, almost a free kick there. Just couldn't stick the tackle. Wern just juggles, gets it back, gives it to Johnson on the boot, but Lemmy's there. Wants to move it quickly, goes to Williamson. This is where they just need to find another target going forward. Just falls short. Pedersen in there. Well, he's been well amongst their best players again for the Giants this afternoon. Distributes, gives it back to Johnson. Johnson's kick inside. Lemmy's there, and we'll track it over the boundary line. Plays 81. Western Suburbs only really been able to add one goal since half time. Good work there from McDonald. Gives it back to Stroud. His kick's pinpoint accurate. Down Johnson. Johnson goes short, finds Pedersen. And he will go back. Doesn't, he goes quickly, hands it off, gives it to James Brain, who asks the question but not forthcoming. And it'll be Brain to go back and have a shot. Percentage not really an issue for Manly. Around the 200 mark already, and that doesn't stop Brain from slotting another major. And now the margin really blowing out, 58 points. Next week, Western Suburbs, well, they'll travel down the highway to meet up with Campbelltown in round 10. Sydney Uni it is, they'll take on Manly-Warringah. And have it all in front of them. Yeah, percentage for Manly-Warringah, it's 286 going into this afternoon's contest. They'll increase that again this afternoon. Brassel, he's been good for the Giants as well. Erickson certainly won the ruck, but some good work at ground level from Brassel. Second efforts have been fantastic. Holly, little kick, Pedersen lurking, also in there. As the turnover comes, out of bounds on the full. Weir hands off to Stroud, and Stroud's kick is almost on target. Just couldn't get there. 23.5 played in the shadows of full time. And Western Suburbs will be left wondering what could have been. On the other hand, well, the juggernaut continues for the Giants. Undefeated through 9 rounds. Lambert uses his body well in that contest. Gets the ball going forward. McGrath tries to swing it inside. Lambert's backed up. Applied the tackle. Needs to be rewarded, and is. Tim Lambert will be with the ball. Inside scoring distance. It's a difficult shot, though. Lambert, as the players call him, goes inside. Finds Pearson. Sun, a real issue going to this end of the ground. Gives it forward. McGrath's just snuck forward and advances the mark. Another 10 or so metres, and he'll go back and have a shot. It'll be a good kick if he can get it. Clinton McGrath Well, didn't get a piece. You heard that. Out of bounds on the full. Pile will be to bring the ball back in. Goes short. Brain. Plenty of time just to wait for the ball to sit up nicely. Running full distance there, and claims come through. Lambert couldn't make the ball stick. Weir it was trying to find a way through. Probably did too much in the end. Stroud in defence. He's been very good as well. Finds a teammate in the form of Jimmy McDonald. Sands, I think it is out there, just sticks the big mid up. Goes into Hudson. Oh, nice fist in there. Forces the spoil. Weir in there. He looks like he's out on his feet. Hudson goes forward and finds Urell. Urell sees a player in Lambert in the forward line. Can't quite find it. And holds on for dear life. Eventually goes over the boundary line. Bunkle it was trying to get away. 26 minutes played. There's a free kick, I think, coming. It's going to go to Manly. Not sure what it was for. Gareth Benbow is the recipient. Tries to get it in front there. Oh, let's see who that was. They go forward again. Oh, good mark taken. Hugh McLean right on the siren. It won't make a difference. He goes back anyway and slots the goal. And in the end, the margin went out to 52 points in favour of the Giants. And they just continued their great form through 2014 with another win, this time over the third place Western Suburbs. 5-5 they kicked Western Suburbs. Just wasn't enough. The Giants, well, they kicked a lot of points early, but in the end, 12-15, 87. The margin 52 points in the final wash-up of this game. So we finish here at Picken Oval in the round 9 contest, and we are no wiser as to find out how these Giants can be tamed. So we'll finish up here at Picken Oval. AFL City Live has been brought to you today here at Picken Oval for this round 9 clash, and it's the Giants by 87 points over Western Suburbs. Make sure you jump on the AFL City website during the week, and we'll bring you another game from the AFL City competition. Round 10 next week.